I'm surprised the reaction's not over. Okay, I intended to have some kind of, I don't know, recap and explanation of thoughts in the last reaction, but what I kind of noticed from some of the comments I got is a lot of people misunderstood my point of view, which is okay. It's all in the video, so my thoughts on what Carol did, obviously, like I said, I do not believe that her murdering people is okay. I think the reason behind her doing it is a lot less black and white than people think, but in the same breath, I don't agree with Rick. But anyway, we'll get into this all again, I'm sure, as I'm sure there's lots of conflict coming, lots of discrepancies, but look, here we go. That's the thing, Rick's going back to what? After what he's just done to Carol, like banishing her the way he did, he's going back to what? I just disagree with the way that happened. That's not saying that I don't think she should have been banished. Maybe at some point she should have been banished, but there should have been deliberation, it shouldn't have been one person's choice, and we could have protected her from... Yeah, it's not like if she went back with us, she would have died. You see what I'm coming from? Oh gosh almighty. I've seen this all before. Something we haven't tackled yet. Are we gonna get dogs and stuff and... Oh yeah, there's actually something that I want to talk about. You know how Laurie was manifesting as like a hallucination in Rick? I always saw that as like when something bad happened, she was like sort of guiding him away from it. That's why when at the end of the last reaction, when he didn't, like, there was like, you know, when he banished Karen, I said, do you see Laurie? Do you see her? Like obviously I felt quite strongly about it and I still do. Maybe it's supposed to manifest differently in everyone, I don't know. But anyway, thought I'd bring that up. Oh Jesus Christ. All the sick people are even helping treat. What are they doing? Or are they helping him breathe? Someone else brought up another massive point, and I will talk about Carol. We will bring that up, guys. We're not dropping it. Someone actually mentioned something which I did also think, but didn't like put in the reaction. Rick banishing Carol the way he did in the situation he did, like, we need people. Carol is even more one of the medically inclined, like, and we've just thrown that away? Like, how detrimental can that be for everyone else in the group? I'm not saying we should have used her and then boot her to the curb. What I'm saying is, it felt really rash from Rick. Yeah, like I said, it's not black and white. Like, so I've noticed, like, a lot of people are so polarized about it, and I feel so, like, isolated in the middle away from a lot of people. I'm like, I don't feel like that. Like, I kind of feel like I'm not sure. Like, I'm not saying I'm not sure about whether murder's okay. It's so more multi-dimensional than that.
You start feeling like that, grab somebody else to take over. We'll take it in shifts.
Wow, literally.
Help me go on my rounds. As long as we're willing to do it.
Holy shit.
As long as it takes.
Bro, it stresses me out one person staying there as well, because that person just has to pass out and then boom, he's dead.
How are we gonna get his body down the stairs, across the cell block, and through those doors without anyone noticing?
If that happens, you're gonna help me.
Yeah.
What if I'm gone?
Shut up. And help me get him.
Shut up, Glenn. You're not dying.
What are you doing?
How she's not sick is beyond is crazy.
Wow. People don't need to see it.
Yeah.
I don't want them to.
That revelation that they come back after they die, that has changed everything, eh?
Where's Glenn? He said he would meet me.
He's rested.
Why does Glenn not?
Is he okay?
Why isn't Glenn going to see
He
Maggie?
got tired.
I can come in there and help you.
No, you don't need to.
You can rest,
No.
Dad.
It's crazy how much his like how much he doesn't want her coming in here shows how big his sacrifice was when he went in there. Gee, don't you dare kill her. Oh,
It's hard in here,
you have no idea how mad I'll be.
but we're holding it together. We're gonna make it. Don't you believe that?
Of course.
That reminds me, by the way, don't spoil this. Oh, to be honest with you, it's already spoiled it a bit. I've been watching Line of Duty with my, showing it to my mum, and an ad came up. An ad came up, which now I have to be super careful about. An ad came up of a series called The Walking Dead Dead City, or something like that. Now, that excites me that there's more coming out, brand new stuff coming out, it really does. But the main character's Maggie, and I don't recognise the other person, I don't think. And that frustrates me because either it's a prequel and it's sometime in between this whole series, or it's a sequel to this whole series and she survives the whole thing. If I'd watched this like a few months earlier, sweet as. But no. Don't spoil what it is in the comments, by the way. I know it's a new series, that's all I need to know. I don't need to know when, where, what, and all the other ones that fit into that.
I love you, honey.
I love you too.
They're teasing his death so bad, man. Either they're teasing his death or they're teasing that Maggie's gonna go in there without consent and she's just gonna do it. One of those two, you know?
Why don't you go lie down?
We can't fit. Holy shoe, not a. Whoa.
Where's Carol?
Glenn, Herschel, Sasha.
Yeah, it's bad, but they're fighting it. Daryl's not back yet. Rick, where's Carol?
Rick? Bloody well, don't you lie.
It was her. She killed Karen and David.
Why do I get the weird feeling that Rick's now gonna tell this to everyone and then people are gonna go after her?
She was trying to stop it from spreading.
What are the thoughts? Come on.
She has a car,
There you go.
supplies. She'll figure it out.
You were right to send her away. I don't know if I could have.
Wow.
Good at Maggie. You've done harder things.
I feel like I must just fit on the minority here because I'm surprised that she hasn't reacted worse. And obviously, I don't think she was particularly as close to Carol as other people are. Like, I'm sure we will get worse reactions. Maybe that's what I'm waiting for. Maybe, I don't know. Like I said, maybe his decision was the right decision, but the wrong way of delivering that decision. Like, it's just completely and utterly chaotic. There was an opportunity then to do it in a different way. There was no impending doom. Carol could have come back. She could have, if we had to, been locked up. He's not going to squeeze through no prison cell poles. Yeah, maybe that creates more chaos. Maybe. But by the time he gets back, we don't know. And once again, that's another gamble. That's just my view. I can't get that out of my brain. It's weird because I disagree with Rick, I disagree with Carol, but then I don't have a solution. You know, when Carol, way back, when Dale was trying to protest his point, and Carol sort of said, you can't make us decide that, leave us out of it. That's weirdly the position that I'm choosing to hold, even though I don't want to hold that position either. But me not making a decision on which would have been the right way is me choosing middle ground. So I'm being a hypocrite. Do you see where I'm coming from? Like, that's the thing, the show. It is sending my mind through the loop. I cannot definitively say which would be a better decision because both decisions are gambles.
Rick, the cluster's getting bigger than the one that took the fence down. We need to do something.
We will.
So Maggie just, I'm surprised.
Can we come out soon? I was around you when you were in the middle of it.
I need you to stay here.
I will. But you can't keep me from it.
From what?
From everything, it's the world.
From what always happens.
Maybe. But I think it's my job to try.
So that I completely, like I said, Rick will continue to try his hardest to keep Carl away from it as much as possible, but I believe it's way too past that. I don't believe it's possible. The heck?
Doctors make the worst patients.
Not everyone gets to live. No, you need to focus on the ones that can make it.
Whoa.
I made some more IVs. I brought these. You have a chance. This is it. After this.
I'm not giving up on him.
I guess you can also argue that that mindset that Herschel has is the mindset that a lot of people think Carol lacked. Because she thought, oh gosh, these people are sick. Oh gosh, how do I protect the people I care about? I make a gamble on other people's lives.
Caleb.
Just make sure.
Make sure everyone's doors are shut.
Okay, Herschel. Have a look.
Jesus Christ, look at his eyes. And then there's the other question. Does Herschel being negligent to that sacrifice then make him an accessory to the deaths of others? Do you see where I'm coming from? Because he refuses to accept an obvious. It's almost like about utility. What creates the least suffering and pain, and what creates the least death? That's how we roll. Whether it means stepping over other people's bodies or not. Do you know what I mean? That decision lies with one man. She ain't gonna make it. I think Glenn looks bad. Look at her. Oh wow, Herschel's about to take his first.
Herschel,
Please don't let it break him.
when we get past this thing, it's not going to be like how it was, is it?
One, we're gonna be significantly more cautious.
I still think there's a plan. I still believe there's a reason.
You think it's all a test?
Rick is well and truly beyond
Life is
that faith
always a
now, let's
test.
be real.
I need to talk to you about Carol.
Whoa. Here we go. Don't skip that conversation. Eh? Oh no. Please, come on. Come on, Herschel. Save her, man.
Just hold on. Don't give up on it.
Don't you dare. Why did... What was Andrea sick with? Something different?
Just talk to your dad. He looks good. All things considered.
Oh wow, so just using logs. Oh. Jesus Christ. Did that blood get in anyone's
I'm
mouth?
just glad you're out here with me.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Come on, Herschel.
Being a hero takes a lot out of
Where's the
you.
walker?
You should know.
Don't tell me he got bit.
I don't believe in magic or luck.
What's really sad is the first thing that came... You know how, like, Rick just... His leg just got grabbed? The first thing that came to mind was, like, I just hoped that the walker would have tried to bite Herschel's prosthetic leg, because obviously it wouldn't work, but that's not very funny. It's not
I
very
do the
funny.
math, but I don't know if I'd be here right now if you weren't so damn stupid.
I'm going to take that as a compliment.
I can't be happy right now because something's happened. Something happened or something's about to happen. Oh, is he gone? Oh, my days. Somebody help Glenn.
In a little while.
And we can't just throw them into a big room, because we throw them into a big room and we let one turn, we have chaos. They have to be separated to protect each other, and that means we do not have enough men.
How
The
is
show does not give us choices, man.
Sleep.
Herschel? Herschel!
Oh my... What was I saying? Bro, Maggie, please. But how many people have turned already? Oh, for God's sakes. Obviously, in hindsight, we would need Carol right now. 100%. But you can't make decisions based on hindsight. I'll talk about it afterwards.
Wait for Glenn. Come on.
Dude, she's literally...
Here we go. This way.
That thing doesn't want to play. That thing wants to eat your head. Herschel, get yourself in a freaking cell. Please, every now and then, look behind you.
Henry,
She's not going to defend herself. So Herschel is getting
You okay?
way too close for comfort.
scratch Glenn. I thought maybe he listens.
That's the crazy thing when you think about the situation, right? Think about, we are currently fenced in. Surrounding that fence, walkers. Right in the centre, if you think of a little cage, walkers. If you open both of those areas, what does that leave in between?
Hold on. Hold on.
How on earth do you survive that?
I set it down.
Get your back away from that fence. Lost cause. Run. What did I just say? It's 5 seconds for them to turn their bodies and start walking straight towards the
What do we do?
other fence as well. Run. Now.
Pockets.
Oh my god.
All right, listen to me. Magazine goes in here, releases here. Make sure it latches.
Why do I get
Let the
goosebumps
operator
saying this
ride.
right now?
The rounds speed up. You can get close. Okay?
Come on, Carl. First line of defense. What a shot that is. Holy shoot, that gives me goosebumps for days. Carl, that just, it makes me... Because Rick, like I said, you can't protect him from the world we already live in. I've sort of held that belief as well. Like, Rick will try his very best to protect Carl from the things he doesn't need to see. But I already felt like he'd seen enough, like it shaped him. Now what Rick needs to do is make sure he's there for Carl through that. It's not like you send him on his merry way. There's no leaving the nest, you know. Just fortifying the bloody nest. Oh my gosh.
We have something.
Blood.
We still have it. Son of a bitch.
Bro, isn't there something about, like... They were talking about blood in... Oh my freaking god. Kill the bloody thing.
You can hit the guy. We need for Glenn.
He's gonna freaking die, isn't he, to save? Come on, baby. Whoa. Come on.
Where is he?
He's up here.
Can we clean that shit, please?
He's turning blue!
There's airway. I'm on the way.
Oh my.
Come on, son. Come on. You know how this works. Relax. Stay with me.
No, you don't.
You're gonna be okay.
Oh, shoot. Oh, bloody hell. I thought they were implying he stopped breathing, for goodness sakes. Check Herschel.
I know. I had to.
Unfortunately, I've got some kind of stability with Maggie.
Just like him.
Come on, Maggie, man. Was Herschel just gonna be that character that holds on for, like, ever and a day? Oh, what the frick?
Dad,
Daryl.
It's gonna be okay.
Whoa.
Sasha. How's Sasha?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Boy, get in there. We got this.
They're not going to have this conversation, are they? At least not yet.
They're back down. Go rest.
Check him, please. Don't you dare give me one of those scenes when he like pulls up a sleeve and he's like, don't you dare. Bro, they're teasing me, aren't they? They're literally, like that, I thought he was leaning down to pull up his trousers. Oh no. I don't think those are good tears. When do we have a conversation?
Hey,
How's
didn't
Daryl?
wake me up.
Thought I'd let you sleep in. I gotta go talk to Daryl.
Right now?
No. Soon.
Oh my gosh. Rick, you can't keep that.
You're
Or
a tough son, bitch.
you
I
are.
am.
But Carol, she up in A block, Lizzie?
No, talk to Rick about her. She's okay. Just talk to him.
Here we go.
You wanna come?
Hell yeah.
What the hell? Herschel's going out with... I still get a weird feeling. Something's not right with Herschel. Damn, we got peas. I'm surprised the reaction's not over. Oh! I thought we were going to get a good few seasons without the governor. Why is he just standing in the open like that? Jesus Christ. Imagine it was the governor that's been like... How would he get in though? Because you know we're talking about the rats and who was dangling the rats. Imagine it was the governor that's been dangling the rats and this is his orchestrated attack to create this kind of issue. We're not even recovered from this illness. If the governor wanted to attack, he should have done it by now. But he's waiting, he's methodical, he's planning this. Why else would he just be waiting? Surely he's worked out as well that we're like short on numbers or something, or like, I don't know. But anyway, like I said, I would not be surprised if what we're going through right now would have some kind of connection to a greater cause. And I don't even know what to say about that other than it is a lot sooner than I anticipated. Where has he been hiding? No way he's been hiding where we are all along, like, you know, because they've searched everywhere for him outside. Oh, sorry, I'm knackered, it's late. From this point, I guess, other than the Carol dilemma, which I actually think is part of the reason I felt like this reaction was chaotic, like I had to deal with the feelings of that and thinking about that on top of everything that's happening right now. It almost feels a bit overwhelming. What I was anticipating this reaction was going to be the aftermath of banishing Carol, but as we've learned many times over, there will always be something to tackle which takes our mind off of what happened prior. I don't actually have a lot to say, to be honest. I spoke a lot last reaction about my thoughts on Carol and my thoughts about that whole situation, and I think that's really the bulk of what I talked about, even today really. I think it's showing us the full force that we need to be aware of that's still out there, and that's nature, and that's the world, and that's malicious forces, and that's all those things bar walkers that you can think of that could cause us trouble. I think that was just a real slap in the face to go, oh, we're still here. As for certain characters, I think there are a few characters that are cutting it very, very closely. Specifically Herschel, I was adamant actually, like that. It almost felt like an episode that was going, he's going to sacrifice himself to save how many people. But he keeps on coming through, and he keeps on coming through, and he keeps on coming through. But just like, I've forgotten her name, Tyrese's sister, she believes in calculations and probability, and she doesn't like gambling. She doesn't believe in the act of putting faith in a gamble. Unfortunately, that is what Herschel, it feels like it is. So eventually, we will tempt fate eventually, I worry. And there's so many things as well that's going on that like, that aren't even related to what we've just seen. Carol was acting weird, like she was pregnant. We haven't even, it's just gone into the dark. Not Carol. Maggie. Herschel as well. Like, I don't know what his response is. What was his response? They purposely did not show us his reaction to that. Why is that? Is it supposed to be ambiguous? Are we supposed to be on the fence with what we think about what Rick did in terms of what next. As long as we get this illness under control, which I think we are about to, it's kind of for me about restabilizing and building us up. It can't be like it was before. Like we said, there need to be stringent contingencies and quarantines and ways to deal with these kinds of illnesses if we have to. Those kinds of things need to be introduced for us to successfully survive this apocalypse. Like I said, I think they should have already been in place. But then again, I'm sitting here from my bedroom, as you can see. I don't have to deal with the everyday troubles of the apocalypse and come up with these ideas. So now they know, so now they must. I'm giving you a second chance. If you don't set these contingencies in place now, then there is no hope. But anyway, I need to leave that there, guys, because it is very late and I'm getting very tired, and I need to get this going so it can be out for you guys on Friday night. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. And of course, follow the Instagram name with 2Ds. And as ever, guys, don't forget to leave your comments and thoughts below, and I'll get to those as soon as possible. And yeah, that's a wrap.